Why healing isn't linear, the hard truth about emotional recovery. Have you ever had one of those days where you felt completely over someone, only to wake up the next morning feeling like the heartbreak happened yesterday? You start questioning yourself. Why am I crying again? I thought I was doing better. Have I made no progress at all? If you've ever felt that way, you're not failing. You're experiencing something almost everyone misunderstands about healing. Because healing doesn't move in a straight line. It moves in circles, in waves, in unexpected setbacks that make you believe you've gone backwards, when in reality, you're moving forward in ways you can't yet see. Today, we're going to uncover the psychology behind why healing isn't linear, why old emotions suddenly return, and why your worst days don't erase your best ones. Because once you understand this, you'll stop fighting your healing and finally start trusting it. Imagine climbing a mountain hidden inside thick fog. You can't see the top. Sometimes you climb higher. Sometimes you slip. Sometimes you stop completely because you're exhausted. If you only judged your journey by today's position, you'd think you were getting nowhere. But if someone could remove the fog, you'd realize you've climbed hundreds of meters. Healing works exactly the same way. The problem is, we only notice our setbacks. We rarely notice our growth. Our brains are wired to pay attention to threats. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. Your mind remembers pain more vividly than peace because, from an evolutionary perspective, remembering danger helped humans survive. That means your brain naturally highlights the days you cried, not the weeks you smiled without thinking about them. It notices every emotional relapse, but quietly ignores all the invisible progress you've made. Think back to the last time you heard a song that reminded you of someone. Maybe it was playing in a supermarket. Maybe it came on while driving home. Within seconds, you felt your chest tighten. Suddenly, memories flooded back. For a moment, it felt like you traveled backwards in time. Most people think this means they failed to heal. It doesn't. Your brain simply linked music to emotional memory. Neuroscientists know that memories are stored alongside emotions. Certain smells, places, voices, even weather can temporarily reactivate old emotional pathways. The emotion feels current, but it's actually an echo. You're not reliving the relationship. You're remembering it. There's an enormous difference. One of the biggest myths about healing is believing every day should feel better than the one before. Real healing looks more like the stock market than a staircase. There are highs. There are crashes. There are quiet periods. Then sudden spikes. But if you zoom out, the overall direction can still be upward. Imagine someone recovering from a broken leg. Some mornings they walk comfortably. Other days the pain returns because they pushed too hard. Nobody says, "I guess the bone never healed." We understand physical recovery naturally comes with difficult days. Yet emotionally, we expect perfection. The moment sadness returns, we assume we've lost all our progress. There's another reason healing feels so confusing. Every version of you heals at a different pace. Your mind may understand the breakup. Your emotions may still miss them. Your habits may still expect their messages. Your nervous system may still associate safety with their presence. It's possible for your thoughts to move on while your body is still catching up. This is why you sometimes know someone was wrong for you, yet still miss them deeply. Logic heals faster than emotion. Emotion heals faster than habit. Habit heals faster than the nervous system. Each part follows its own timeline. Here's something many people never realize. Healing often gets harder before it gets easier. Why? Because survival mode eventually switches off. Right after heartbreak, your brain focuses on getting through the day. Finding food, sleeping, going to work, answering messages. You're surviving. But once life becomes stable again, the emotions you postponed finally arrive. It's like cleaning a house after a storm. First, you stop the rain. Only afterwards do you notice the damage. Many people mistake delayed emotions for new pain. They're not new. They're finally safe enough to be felt. Psychologists often talk about emotional layers. The first layer might be sadness. Underneath that is loneliness. Underneath loneliness, fear. Underneath fear, the belief that maybe you weren't enough. Healing isn't removing emotions. It's uncovering them layer by layer. Every time you think you've reached the bottom, another layer appears. Not because you're broken, because your mind only reveals what you're emotionally ready to process. There's a story about a Japanese art called kintsugi. When pottery breaks, artists don't hide the cracks. They fill them with gold. The object becomes more valuable because it broke, not despite it. Healing works like kintsugi. The goal isn't becoming the person you were before. That version of you didn't know what you know now. The goal is becoming someone stronger because of the cracks, not someone untouched by them. Another reason healing feels unpredictable is because growth often happens invisibly. You don't notice yourself becoming more patient. You don't notice your standards quietly improving. You don't notice yourself saying no to behavior you once accepted. You don't notice you've stopped checking their social media every hour. These changes happen gradually, like watching a child grow. If you see them every day, the difference seems invisible. If you see them after a year, the transformation is undeniable. Healing works in the background, long before your emotions catch up. Sometimes people ask, when will I finally be over them? But that's the wrong question. A better question is, what does being over them actually mean? Does it mean never thinking about them again? Probably not. Does it mean never feeling sad? Also no. Healing isn't forgetting. Healing is remembering without falling apart. It's reaching a point where the memories lose their power to control your future, where they become chapters, not your entire story. There's another trap many people fall into: comparing their healing to someone else's. Maybe your ex seems happy already. Maybe your friend moved on in 2 months. Maybe social media makes everyone look emotionally perfect. But healing has never been a competition. Some people distract themselves. Some suppress their emotions. Some rebound into another relationship. Some genuinely heal. From the outside, they can all look identical. Never compare someone else's highlight reel to your private battle. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. Here's the beautiful irony. the day you stop measuring your healing, is often the day you realize how far you've come. One morning you'll laugh without forcing it. You'll hear their name without feeling sick. You'll visit places that once hurt and notice the pain has become strangely quiet. Not because you tried harder, but because healing was happening all along, even on the days you believed nothing was changing. Progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. If you're having a difficult day today, don't let one painful moment convince you that you've lost months of growth. Storms revisit places that have already healed. Rain doesn't rebuild the ruins. It simply reminds you they once existed. Your tears don't erase your progress. Your sadness doesn't cancel your strength. And one bad day doesn't define your recovery. Healing isn't linear. It's messy. It's unpredictable. It's deeply human. And perhaps that's exactly why it's so powerful. So the next time your heart hurts again, instead of asking, "Why am I back here?" maybe ask yourself something different. What if this isn't me starting over? What if this is simply another step forward that doesn't look like one yet? Because healing has never been about walking in a straight line. It's about refusing to stop walking. And maybe that's the bravest thing any of us will ever do. So here's today's question. If healing isn't about never feeling pain again, then what does true healing actually look like to you?